How do you get others to buy into your vision? You create this vision that will really define where your company's going. Hold yourself up in your office for a day or two, or maybe you went off-site and created this vision. Maybe you even worked on it with your leadership team. And as you guys created this new future for yourself, you started to think about, well, how do we communicate this to others? How do we get them to buy in? I want to share some of the research I have with you and give you a 5-step plan to help you actually do this in a more effective way. Hi, my name's Hammett. I help hypergrowth companies really understand the chaos of growth and how that really can be harnessed so that they can continue to grow successfully. I've done a lot of research on hypergrowth companies, the Inc. 5000 specifically. I talked to 51 CEOs about this, and their average growth rate across 3 years was 2,700% plus. Now, all of this that I'm talking about today comes from that. So let's dive into this a little bit. I want to kind of give you a story. There's the tale of two companies. The first company has, much like we started out this video with, is they were looking at creating a vision. So they got it with the leadership team and they created that vision together. They worked on it, they refined it, they really put some work into pressure testing this vision to make sure it was a really good fit for the company and make sure everyone would get involved. Now the problem is all the work that they put into creating it was theirs. And then they spent all this time to try to get people to understand it and to buy into it. The real key there is, can people buy into the vision? Now that first company, you probably know that very well because that's the common way that visions are created. It comes from a top-down structure. But the other company, the tail of the second company, if you will, they did it a different way. When they decided to recast their vision to a new future, they were able to bring in not just the leadership team, but some key players across the company representing different levels. They have different levels of experience with customers and projects and the supply chain. And all of that allowed them to shape something sort of in a draft mode before they actually communicated it out. But more people were involved in it. Now, with more people involved into the vision and at different levels of the company, it was easier to communicate because they had representation and buy-in was so much easier. So if you want to know more about vision, you probably want to go and get my research on hypergrowth companies. And you can do that at genehammett.com/hypergrowth. It'll give you some of the insights beyond just this vision piece, but some of the other disciplines of hypergrowth companies. So what do we do with your vision that if you want to get it to be shared across the organization? There's 5 steps I want to share with you. Here they are. The first one, select others to participate in crafting the vision. Go beyond just you and your leadership team. Get others in the company involved in that. The second one, get input and feedback on the vision as you go. Let others help you because if they're a part of it, they will feel a part of it when it's actually created and communicated out. The third one is present the draft vision before the whole company. The goal is to get them to buy into the vision before it's shaped in stone. Get feedback right there on the spot. And the fourth one, finalize the vision knowing others have helped you shape it. It's really about knowing that it is what everybody wants. It is what allowing everybody to be a part of it. And then finally, number 5, share the vision knowing that you will have instant buy-in from your people. Now that's the 5 steps. When you understand how to use vision and create something that can be shared across multiple people, not just the leader down or the leadership team down, you really will have more buy-in to what you're trying to create. Now, all this comes from my research on hypergrowth companies, which is just phenomenal. If you really want to understand what it takes to grow fast, those 6 disciplines, one of them is about shared vision. So there's 5 others out there that you could really learn from. All right, my name is Hammett. If you're enjoying this is Hypergrowth Tips. You can stay subscribed at hypergrowth.tips, or you can just hit subscribe on the screen right now if you're watching it on YouTube. All right, if there's anything I can do to help you understand how to be hypergrowth companies in your leadership, just let me know. Take care. And as always, have the courage to lead.